Typical Wednesday, here we are again, live Q&A, doing the same thing where I stand here in front of two cameras with Max behind it and we talk about questions and whatnot. But as you guys start to come in, be sure to ask any questions you may have. Drop your comments in below. I'll do my very best to answer them, whether they are Koenig related or car related or anything else. What do we got going on? Today we have a podcast going out today, which I don't remember which one it is actually. So which one is it?
Wow, you really put me on the spot there. Yeah. It's you and Dow talking about if you could modify a car. First of all, before you get all into that, tell the people what happened to you this week.
Well, last week.
Because this sparked the conversation.
Yeah, so last week I picked up a bone stock Mark 7 GTI. I got rid of my old daily, which was a 07 Speed 3. And
how you like it?
It's very good. I like the car a lot. I see why people like the Mark 7s, pretty hard.
Is this your first GTI?
Second GTI.
Nice.
I've had a Mark 5. But yeah, I picked up a bone stock GTI, so it sparked the conversation on on a budget. What are your first go-to mods, etc. And that's what the podcast is going to be about today. Me and Dow talking about how we would spend our money with maybe a hypothetical budget, or in my case, a real budget.
And you already did your first mod, right?
My boy Jake from P3 Gauges, I got a gauge from P3 and it's sick and I love it. So Jake, shout out to you. Shout out P3. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that.
Solid plug.
But yeah, so the conversation today is, how would you guys do your first mods on a new car for yourself, and what would be the first things you would do? That's on the podcast today. This Friday we have another episode of Fit Check coming out, and we're gonna be doing the BRZ FRS GR86 platform. That is going to be this Friday, so if you guys own one of those cars, check out the video. We go through all the fitment options for those cars, and those fit check videos are really, really great. And we put a lot of effort into them, so, check them out.
You put a little bit of effort in. Dalton says hello.
Hey, what's going on?
One Qatari says hi.
Hey, what's going on, everyone?
Qatar? That's pretty cool.
Also, while you guys are waiting to throw in questions, whether on YouTube or Instagram, we are going to be, me and Max, myself, and we're going to be down
John.
And John. We're going to be down in Formula Drift this Friday. So if you guys are going to be at FD, maybe you catch one of us walking around. You guys don't really know what Max looks like too well.
If you come find us, we'll have stickers. You could get Koenig stickers for free.
If you come up to me and say what's up and you say hello or whatever, I'll give you some kind of swag or something like that.
You get his autograph.
If you guys don't recognize me or you guys won't recognize Max, we will be wearing Koenig shirts more than likely.
Yeah, just two random Asian dudes wearing Koenig shirts walking around with cameras.
So there you go.
Yeah. Nikos Rios asks, Mark 1, will it fit on an 18 Camry?
18 Camry, yeah, it will. So if you're going to do a 2018 Camry, we're going to have the 18 8.5 and a 43, I think it is, a 43. That should work just fine for you. If you want to go more aggressive, we have 18 9.5 and a 40. I would probably do the 8.5 though, but yeah, we definitely have the fitment for that.
MF Bobby asks, what's the best specs for the hypergram wheels on a lowered 350Z?
Ooh, best specs. So we have an example outside. There's a 350 parked outside by Mr. Scott Weiss today.
Let's go.
He runs a 18 9.5. I don't remember the offset, but it's probably going to sit somewhere around high 30s to low 40s. And then his rear wheels, I believe, are 18 10.5 at like a 25. So
doesn't he run a 305 in the rear?
Yeah, he runs a big boy tire. I think the fronts might be a lower offset actually. No, it would be 18 9.5 35. So 9.5 front, 10.5 rear. If you're lower, it'll be a really good fit. Looks super aggressive.
Johnny T asking, can you please give us a quick explanation on offset?
Yeah, so I will do my best using this water bottle here. So boom.
I got a wheel. A forged wheel. It's not heavy. It's forged.
Okay. So my best quick explanation of offset. If this is hypothetically, let's just say this is a whatever inch wheel is a 9.5 inch wheel, you're gonna be measuring from the bead to the bead, not from the outside of the rim to the outside of the rim. It's gonna go from bead seat to bead seat. And then the middle point is going to be 0 offset. I don't want to give you guys the bird, but middle point is 0. And then positive offset is going to be closer to the face of the wheel over here. Negative offset is going to be towards the rear barrel. So if you're looking at a 0 wheel, that's where the mounting pad would be, directly underneath my finger. If you're looking at a 35 offset, it'll be 35 millimeters from 0 is where the mounting pad will be. So
show them the mounting pad.
Yeah, so where the actual PCD mounting pad is. So this is a positive offset wheel. If you were sitting at 0, the wheel would sit here. And then if you're going to go to a plus 35 offset, the mounting pad would be further towards the front of the wheel. So the wheel would sit further in on the car at 35 millimeters. So that would be positive.
Pretty good. We got videos on that too if you need a better explanation with visuals and stuff.
Yep.
Carlos Sanchez says, best 4-stud wheel you recommend for 15-inch?
We have
Got a
so
bunch of-
many.
got a bunch.
Check out our Flowform line. We have almost all of our wheels available in the 4-lug. So yeah, take a look at that. But if I had to give you some options, I mean the list is so big and it sounds stupid, but we have hypergrams, decograms, countergrams, ultragrams, etc., heliograms. So check them all out.
Pretty Ricky asks, why did you go Mark 7 GTI over Golf R?
Price. I know you were probably rooting for me going. Ricky, what's up, by the way?
Ricky, is that not the obvious answer though?
I know that you were probably rooting for the Golf R, but price-wise, the GTI was a really good price, and it's in very good condition for what it seems like, and it drives great. So price is right, man. I'd rather have a Golf R, but honestly, the GTI is mad fun. It really
GTI
is.
looks pretty good too.
It's very fun.
We got on YouTube, Bad Days Don't Last. Yo, I got a 2002 Honda Civic. What kind of wheel should I put on? Oh, I love it, first of all.
2002 Honda Civic, is it a 4-door or a coupe? I feel like that should make a little bit of a difference there. If you want to go to the biggest diameter, I know some people like to run 17s. I think 16 is a nice sweet spot there.
That's a 7th gen, right?
It's, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7th gen, yeah. So, I know some people like to go 17s. If you want to do 17s, I feel like it looks better on a 4-door. Just me. If you're doing a coupe, I would say 16 inches. You can
It says
do
4-door.
Oh, okay. It literally says 4-door?
He just said 4-door.
Oh, okay.
Or
So
they just said 4-door.
if you want to go 17s, I think they're a little big, but I know people really like it. So 17 or 16 inch, and then probably an 8-inch wide wheel. If you can go thinner to a 7.5, it'll probably look a little more conservative and kind of just more stock looking, I guess. So 7.5 to 8-inch wide, and then offset pretty high, somewhere around 40 to 45.
What if you want like a meaty tire?
16. I can go
Nice.
16s.
Anyone on YouTube, just pop a comment down below, ask your questions.
There you go.
Diego asks, Miata ND2, lightest wheel and tire combo without losing reliability because it's my daily.
I have zero idea what the lightest tire is going to be, not even the slightest clue. Sorry to help you out with that. But in terms of lightest wheel, for right now, for the time being, you're probably going to be looking at our Hypergram. And then for the ND2, really good fitment for that car is a 17.8. 17.845 is really that middle ground. It's a perfect fit for the ND2. I don't know about the tire. And then for Forge wheels coming out pretty soon, we'll be offering them in a 17.9. So if you want that more aggressive look, we'll be doing 17.9s in Forge.
Bang. VTR Turbo Steve in the house.
Yo, Steve, what's up, man?
He just sent me pictures of his new build.
Yeah.
I guess he's autocrossing it this year. It looks fucking sweet.
Yeah, I think it's nice. That Ultragram on the VA
Ultragrams.
looks really nice, man.
Mark M on YouTube. You guys carry any rims for Gen 2 Lightning?
Oh, Gen 2 Lightning. I don't know the specs. So shoot us a DM and we'll do our very best to get back to you if we have the appropriate wheels for that car. I don't know that off the top of my head, but Gen 2 Lightnings are super cool.
Yeah,
So-
you're putting Rich on the spot with that.
That's
one,
a
but
hard one, man.
Send
I
us,
don't know
send
that.
us a message on Instagram or something, or comment on YouTube. We could help you out later.
Of course.
Henry Robertson, what size and wheels would you recommend for an 11th gen Civic Si?
Cool. So we have an entire Fit Check episode dedicated
Oh, that's
to
right.
the 11 Gen Civic. If you haven't checked that out, all your answers will be on that YouTube video, and that is a really good one for you. But I'll give you a quick rundown. What do you ask for?
The
recommend-
size and wheels, what would you put on it?
Very safe bet for the SI is going to be an 18, 8.5, 35. We made a spec in the Ultragram that is really kind of for that car, which is an 18, 9.5, 40 in the Ultragram. That will do a really nice aggressive fitment and some concavity in the wheel for you. But anyone else, you could pretty much do the 18, 8.5, 35 across the board.
Check out the video on YouTube, though. We did a whole episode just for that car.
Definitely worth checking out the Fit Check.
Jay Zilla Track Days
Yo, what's up?
says sexy stuff, wheels, brake pads, tire, suspension, then power, but seat time all day. He's talking about the podcast.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and for the podcast, we were talking about first mods, whatever. I'll say it out there every time I have to. I think everybody's first mod should be tires. I really do. I think upgraded tires is a huge deal. If you live in an environment where you can't run summers all the time, a really good set of all seasons will be really good. If you live in California or something like that, then good set of summers, you know?
Alethsis asks, looking to run the Mark 1 on a Honda EK, what's the spec I need to run if I'm running the aero cover?
Well, any spec takes the aero cover. The aero cover works for every single spec Mark 1 that we have. It's a one size fits all. And then in terms for your EK, we only have one size for you unless you do a conversion, but it's going to be 17.8. And it's going to be a 4-lug, obviously 4x100. So that's going to be the only size that we have for the Mark 1 for your car.
Bliaya says, what wheel is that behind you?
There's a few.
I think they're talking about the Forge or the Mark 1.
Probably the Forge. So that's going to be the Forge F1M. That's going to be one of our newest wheels coming out in about 3 weeks or so. That is a fully forged model from us from the very first time. And then right below it is our newest flow form wheel, the Mark 1.
Oh, this is a great comment. Fast RBT,
Nice.
the VW,
Yep.
asks, will the aero covers fit my Fast RBT?
Yeah, so right now you're running 15.836. You're running a 15.836 Ultragram. We have the 4-lug in the Mark 1, but it's a 17-inch. So I don't know if you're willing or okay to go to a 17-inch, but we have 17.8 4x100. If you can run that, the aero cover will work as well.
Oh man, if you do run that, you got to let me come out and film it.
Yeah,
because that would look awesome. Jay's Yellow Track Days. We like the GTI better as well. Good pick, Rich.
Thank you, I appreciate it, man. Falling right into there, yeah. German cars again.
Hey, we got Michael Breen saying, hi, Fast RBT. Have your wheels do the aero covers. Have your wheels do the aero covers.
First of all, Mike, what's up, man? How are you?
I think he's asking if Fast RBT would run the aero covers, which definitely it should.
Yeah.
Because it would look awesome on his car. His car's awesome. If you haven't seen his build, go check out his page. 56, R56. Is there any way to test fit a Mark 1 on the Mini? Those Apex wheels just aren't working out.
Yeah, you could. I mean, you can purchase a single wheel, and then you can do a test fit, which is taking the wheel out of the box, just like this. Don't mount the tire onto it, and then mount it onto your car to make sure that one, you have the fitment you're looking for, and to check brake clearance. That's a very common practice, and is what people should do. So if you buy a single wheel, take it out of the box and do a test fit. If it fits, then you're good to go. Buy 3 more. If it doesn't fit, package it back up and return it.
Okay, nice. BTR Turbo Steve says Yokohama AO52s are pretty lightweight.
Tire wise, see, Steve would know this stuff. I don't know it.
Go Steve.
There you go.
AZE 30M3. So excited for the Mark 1s to ship from my E30 M3.
Nice, man. Nice. That's awesome.
Send us pictures of that,
E30 M3. Wow.
That's going to look good because it's classic.
So you also did the 17.8? Is that what you did? So I want to hear.
Yeah, let us know about that. MF Bobby 350Z hypergram specs.
Yeah, so we did that already, and I'm going to do it one more time. It's going to be at 18, 9.5, probably at a 25 to 35 offset in the fronts, and then for the rear is 18, 10.5, and you can do a 25.
We got a couple.
But I'm sorry, we also have a whole fit check episode on 350Z fitment as well. So go to our YouTube channel, check that out. Maybe you'll find some more information in that video. Give it a little more information than what I just did.
OGT says, can you take a couple minutes and talk about the Mark 1?
Yeah, I could take exactly 1 minute. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so Koenig Mark 1, newest flow form wheel. It's going to be a mesh design. It's going to offer in one finish of hypercarbon. It comes with a couple of optional accessories, which I feel like a lot of people ask questions about. We will offer a anodized red center cap. So this is the regular black one that comes with the wheel. We have a anodized red one as an option, and then we have this aero cover, is what we're calling it, as an optional accessory, which we've done. I always forget the 3 letters, Mac. What kind of testing is it called?
What was it?
Testing for the
FEA testing.
FEA testing.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we've done FEA testing on the aero cover for functionality and performance. So those are the optional accessories on the Mark 1. And all the sizes and specs are listed on our website now. And the Mark 1s are available and shipping now.
And if you have the Mark 1, tag us in photos because we would love to see them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Carlos Sanchez says, good specs for R33 for aggressive fitment. What's the widest?
R33 is a GTST, is a GTR. Brake clearance might be a thing for you, so it depends on what brakes you have as well. I know that for R33, there are a lot of people that might just run at 18.8.5. If you want to do more aggressive, 18.9.5. Then if you want to go even more aggressive, if you can fit it, which I don't know if you can, but maybe 10 or wider. But I'm going to say the most aggressive is probably 18.9.5.
Pretty Ricky asks, is the F1M your first Porsche and C8 Corvette fitment wheels?
Yes, it is. It is our very first Porsche and it's not C8 though. It's C5, C6, and maybe some C7. I don't believe it fits C8, but it's going to be, our first Corvette and Porsche fitment wheel that we have is the F1M.
JDM Mello says, suggestions for a 1999 Prelude.
Cool.
Nice.
First of all, love that car. Absolutely love that car. It depends on what you're going for. If you're just using street use, I'd do 17.845. That's what I would do. And we have tons and tons of options for that car. I think Preludes are sick. If you want to go a little bigger and go to 18s, then, I feel like 18.8.5 is too aggressive for that car. I could be wrong, but yeah, so I think I would probably stick with maybe a 17.8, 17.9 maybe.
Old School Chris says, any plans to make fully forged lightweight wheels?
Any plans? Yeah, we have more than plans. We have them in the damn works. So right up here is our first model, the F1M. That is a fully forged wheel, and then right here is the F3S. So these are our two models of forged wheels that we have coming out, and these wheels are going to be expected to deliver in like 3 weeks.
Nice.
So really cool.
GE says, that's how there's a multiple E's. Says, does the Mark 1 17.8 plus 36 have significantly less concavity than the wider 18 or 8.5 and 9-inch wide variants?
The Mark 1 is going to be a one profile wheel. It's an A profile across the board. We don't offer a B profile in it. That being said, it's just a flat faced wheel. So the level of concavity is basically the same throughout.
Ooh, is that true?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, the Mark 1. Okay,
Mark 1, yeah. Not the Ford. She said Mark 1, right?
Right, yeah, he said Mark 1.
Yeah, so Mark 1 is only one profile. It's a flat face wheel. Every single one of them are A profiles, and there's no different faces for more concavity.
Yep. P. Rican 777, why don't you guys make 19s for the FL5?
Why do we make 19s for the FL5? I think the main reason for that, is just because the kind of size for that is not really for too many other cars because it's 5x120. I don't know. I mean, we could make it, but 19 inches for us particularly don't really normally sell that much, to be honest.
Wick on YouTube says, what tires should I fit on a 15 7.5? Is it a Civic? Is it a 6th gen Civic?
You take it. Go for
I
it.
bet you it's a 6th gen
What
Civic.
size are you running?
Oh, wait a minute. It says 15 7.5. I'm running a 205 40 15.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I think Max is running that exact size.
They're great. I love them.
He's running 15 7.5.
So yeah, Wick. I don't know if you have a 6th gen Civic.
Max's setup is a little bit more kind of more sidewall, a little meatier tire. If that's what you're going for, it looks great on his car. Yeah.
Jay Zilla Track Days, does the aero cover work with the Ren form? Asking for a friend.
Yeah, so James, aero cover is only for the Mark 1. It won't fit any other wheels that we have at all yet. We might have some future designs that it will work for, but as of right now, it's only for the Mark 1.
R56, okay, thanks. Mark 1 17.8 is a perfect spec for the Mini.
Hey, nice. That
would look awesome.
It would look great.
That's the one car I've been saying, right? I've been saying, like, I want to see it on a Mini with the aero cover.
Yeah.
Evan Meeker, heliograms don't fit the Elise, even though you have a photo of it on Instagram.
Oh, okay. So what size are you looking for?
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I feel like we've seen the heliogram on a few Elises now.
Yeah, I mean, we have fitments that will fit Elises. We have plenty of examples of Elises running our wheels. Maybe the heliogram in particular. Did you try to fit it on your car and had issues? You can let us know.
Yeah, let us know what size you went with. Fast RBT, will you ever make aero covers for 16-inch wheels?
Will we make aero covers for 16-inch wheels? I don't know. As of right now, I think I would just leave that as like we're not sure. But as of right now, it's only 17 to 19.
Carlos Sanchez says, who asked you about the R33 earlier, says it's a GTST.
Yeah, so I think that 18.5 is pushing the limits. I know people run 18.8.5 at 35. I think that's where you should probably be.
Wick says, what are the functions of the aero disc?
Yeah, so it's going to be, a lot of people will ask why this isn't a full cover. In other words, why does it not cover the full wheel? Is because having the exposed windows will still allow for air and heat dissipation, so that's one. And then we have these vanes on the back of the aero cover that actually will help channel out and clean air around the brakes.
CLT Brian says, dang, almost missed the live. I'm out shooting a new GX 550 over trail off-road.
Nice. First of all, Brian, what's up, man? How are you?
Yeah, you should shoot that same thing, but put some hyper trails.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does the GX off-road feature in hyper trails? Because if not, we could do something.
Look it up. Carlos Sanchez, I'm looking for around 10-inch in the rear and 9.5 in the front, and it's at 18-inch. That was the guy with the GTST.
Oh, cool. What, he's doing 10-inch in the rear and then 9-inch in the front?
Yeah, he says, will that be okay if I roll the fenders?
It's going to depend on your tire size, man. I don't know for sure if that's going to be perfect fitment of what you're looking for. I feel like it's going to be a little aggressive, but yeah.
Guard 64, hey guys, is there any chance for a forged hexaform style wheel in the future?
I'm sure there is. I know that the people who work in design team or whatever, they are working on new kind of models all the time. I don't know if one's going to be hexaform-ish, but it doesn't sound too far-fetched.
We got, can we see the aero cover?
Yeah, so I'm going to move myself out of the way. But, boom.
There it is.
Boom.
Do the Vanna White.
Boom. That's all I'm getting. So that is the aero cover. There you go.
All right, cool. We got Mike Clemens. Is there any plans for more aerodynamic wheels or aero covers soon?
Our are there more plans for more aerodynamic wheels? I feel like most of our wheels are pretty aerodynamic, but I know what you mean. There are maybe plans for other wheels to incorporate the same aero cover that's on the Mark 1. I don't know any kind of time frame or if that's actually going to happen, but the idea is there for sure.
We'll get a last call for questions down below.
Cool.
We got Carlos Sanchez saying, I have an R33 sedan and an EM1 Civic.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
a nice 2-car garage right there. Wick says, I have wide wheels and my fender is scraping my tires. What should I do?
Yeah, that's going to be, I mean, that alone, you have tons of options. I mean, unfortunately, you're going to have to do some kind of modification, whether it's rolling your fenders, maybe introducing some kind of camber kit, or just switching your wheel and tire package in whole, honestly. Or if you're on maybe lowered suspension, raise it up. There are plenty of things you could do, but unfortunately, you're going to have to do something.
Evan Meeker with the Elise having problems with the heliogram says, heliogram in 15.7 on the front of the Elise has massive brake interference, and any other size would be outside the fender with a tire installed on it.
So send us a DM, because I know for sure we have Elise fitment. So let us shoot us a DM, let us know what year it is, and we will get back to you with some proper fitments for that car.
Let's see, we got, when are Forge wheels coming out?
Yeah, so our delivery date right now, I believe, is towards the second week of July. I believe that we're going to be expecting to deliver them here in our warehouse at the end of the first week, so you can expect them to start shipping the second week.
Jeez, Carlos Sanchez, 15.8, 225s all around on the EM1. I didn't know you could put a 225 on that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
That's big.
It depends on what the aspect ratio is.
Wow.
As well,
Are you rubbing? Let us know if you're rubbing, Carlos. That's pretty cool. Mark 1? Question mark?
Mark 1?
Yeah, it's out. For sure, you could order it.
Then weird question. Mark 1 is here if that's what you're asking. Yes, it is.
Nice. We got a, when will the aero covers start shipping?
Now. They're shipping now. So aero covers hit our inventory yesterday, so they are in stock and they already started shipping.
Oh, we got Renault asking, I put my Mark 1 order in with Fitment 2 months ago and still haven't received any update.
There are still some part numbers, especially that I know that are in 5x120, that have not been stocked yet. So if that's one of your part numbers, shoot us a DM, let us know what specs you're looking for, and we can clarify to make sure they're actually in stock. So there are still a handful of part numbers that have not been delivered yet, but for a majority of our part numbers, they're here. So let us know.
Carlos Sanchez with the 225s on the M1 says, yep, rolled fenders slightly. Yeah, that's got to be. That's awesome. That's got to look great. Let's see. We got Wick saying, what are the specs of the wheels behind you with the aero cover?
That's I don't know, 18.5 probably?
It's 18.9.5 plus 35.
Oh, you heard the man.
Yeah. Let's see. Are you guys going to Formula Drift this weekend?
We are. We will be there just on Friday. So I don't know if anyone else from our team is going to stop back down on Saturday, but more than likely we're just going to be there on Friday. Myself, Max, and John, we are all going to be down there. So if you're there, please say hello. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, and find that face to get some stickers. A Koenig sticker. We'll get you a Koenig sticker.
Yeah, if you come say hi to me at Formula Drift this weekend, I will surely give you something out of a goodie
good.
bag. I don't know. I'll have a backpack with me.
We got someone asking who's on the podcast today.
Me and Doubt, we're talking about our first mods, go-to mods, for a new-ish car for you. So that's what we're talking about on the podcast. It's a really good one.
Cool.
Sweet. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Check out the podcast going up in about half an hour. Piece of content fit check coming out on Friday. Check that out as well. We will see you next week.
Wait, hold on. One more. I got one more for you because this is a CMS GT4.
Oh, nice.
We appreciate you. He says, hey, guys, hope all is well. And someone needs to update the Forge release date again. I think it's passed.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a great comment, man. We appreciate it, and I'll probably go do that right now. So.
And one more. Carlos says, send any stickers to Australia?
No. Sorry.
If you pay for the shipping, then we'll send you stickers.
Well, even better than that. If you really want stickers in Australia, shoot us a DM, and I will get you set up with a file, and you can get the file and print your stickers for you. So we can do that for you. So shoot us a DM, and we'll get you some stickers in Australia with the file.
Got you, Carlos.
Awesome, man.
Take care, everybody.
We appreciate it. We'll see you next week.